Mechell with me. She's been a big part of my journey in ICP and my journey in crypto. Michelle, thank you so much for joining.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I'm thrilled to be here. I'm always excited to join you, William. Let's go.
I'm thrilled because one of the things that you do is you sort of always provide a perspective that I haven't seen and ground me in reality. And that grounding really is I came into ICP ecosystem before you did. So I've absorbed a lot of alpha, a lot of info, and then you came in after me, and I was sort of always out there like talking about this and that, and you needed to pull me back down and say, wait, you got to onboard me properly. You got to let me know what this DApp is, what this means, what that means. So I learned a lot about community, about onboarding, and how I should best talk about ICP community because of your experience.
So I guess the onboarding for me was, I'm pretty quick to, jump in and try and learn, but not so quick to necessarily act. And so I spent a lot of time just listening and learning and asking questions and trying to figure it out. When, once I really started to get into open chat, it really opened CP up for me because there's just a huge community of just people, like the smartest people I've met are within the ICP ecosystem. So that's just been really exciting for me from an intellectual standpoint. And some of the challenges are that there's so much tech being built and so many projects that, you know, still in the building stages that I'm a creator and I want to get in and get my hands dirty and I want to play with stuff and I want to test it and try it. I want to do stuff. And so, that's been a challenge for me because I want to meet creators that are doing stuff and I want to meet the NFT place builders and so we've spent a lot of time talking to the hubs, which is great because it seems like they're really growing the learning and like encouraging the devs
Yeah,
and
yeah.
early gives you the that 10,000 foot of a project,
Yeah, we forget how early we are, but when I look at our journey, we came into Web3, I think at the same time, maybe 3 years ago, and this was another decentralized Web3 platform. And the amazing thing is, okay, we keep telling ourselves that we're early, but on this other decentralized platform, which is not ICP, we will have more followers on that decentralized platform than we have on Twitter, right? And so, you know, it's we see the momentum there. Like we see what's going to happen. Like we've been monetizing on that platform. We've been monetizing on Tagger. I'm pretty sure, I don't know how long it's going to happen, but in a couple of years, we're going to turn around and say, you know what, we have more followers on Tagger or on DSCVR or on some of these other ICP platforms than we do on legacy social media, which for us, I think would be Twitter. Facebook, nobody uses anymore. Instagram, I'm pretty much done with. There is LinkedIn, but that's sort of a different thing. I'd love to see a decentralized LinkedIn built on ICP, but we're early, but we're seeing things happening now, right? You were a big part of Dfinity and ICP's presence at Bitcoin Miami in 2023. And we spent a lot of time in conversations with people that either didn't know about ICP or knew about it, but thought that, oh, it was some sort of scam or whatever because of the price action that happened when the token was first released. What takeaways, what lessons from the time that you spent in Miami talking about ICP would you want to share with us about like what's the best way to have conversations about ICP with people that don't necessarily know about the product or about the technology? Like how do we like rope them in and get their attention?
that's a great question. And I can only speak from my personal experience. Obviously, my time at Bitcoin Miami was engaging people in conversations about ICP and CKBTC.
Right.
So, what I found was that people were so excited that there was an ICP presence. it was overwhelming. People were like, having this shirt on that said, internet computer. Of
Yeah.
course, it's like, like talk to me to get free ICP. So people were just so excited. They're like, oh, ICP's here, ICP's here. And I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting not so, there wasn't a booth. So we were it. And I
Yeah.
was expecting people not to know who we were. I thought it was, kind of a under the cover kind of thing, but it wasn't. People were super excited and, oh my God, yes, I know ICP. I interviewed Dom. Oh, I do videos for ICP. Like, I mean, everyone we talked to knew what ICP was. I didn't have to introduce ICP.
Yeah,
So
that was amazing, and yeah, people were coming out of the woodwork. Like there were influencers that would say, "Hey, you're with ICP or you're with Dfinity," because we had the shirts on, right? That said, "Talk to me about getting free CKBTC," and the response was just incredible. Like just, oh wow, yeah, what's going on? Like what's going on? I love the technology. I love the solution stack. People were very, very curious and they were starved just for more info. So that was such a fun time to be able to connect with so many people. And, I did a lot of that in Miami at Women in Web3 and through other mediums. And to see the result of maybe 20 or 30 of us that were just out there all the time in like a more marketing type of swarm or doing like just guerrilla evangelism, that really made a huge difference over the last year, hasn't it?
yeah, absolutely. I mean, even like going to Art Basel and just, wearing my ICP hat, people were like, "Oh, ICP,
Right?
ICP." So it's super exciting, and I think that whatever the FUD was, I didn't hear it, and I don't hear it now.
Yeah, it's almost all gone, isn't it? It's almost all gone. In fact, I rarely, rarely see it right now. And the FUD has sort of changed. It's a little bit of a feng shui thing. It's not that, oh, ICP sucks, it's a scam, it's a rug pull. Now it's become, oh, that's cool, but my blockchain is better than your blockchain. Solana is better, Cardano is better. So then it becomes not necessarily FUD, it becomes more of a religious argument. And that's fine because we'll win that argument every time if we